Here's some simple tips for overcoming objections. Hi, I'm Greg Hamlin and welcome to Builders Profits TV, helping you build a business that gives you a life. Now, overcoming objections. This is one of the biggest things we see with our clients especially, is showing them how to overcome objections. It's a process. The whole sales part is a process. So selling is, the interaction beforehand, and there's two parts to it. The actual selling, but you don't make money until you close, and you've got to close on the sale. And that closing on the sale is the thing that's going to get you the job and get you to be able to grow your business. So if you can't do that, you really don't have a business. And so one of the biggest problems with the close is people get objections. Now there's two real styles of objections. The first one is a real objection, and the second one is it's a complaint. So let's say it's a price, and people say, the price is too dear. Right? Is that really an objection, or is it a complaint? And so if you deal with it like it's a complaint until it actually pushes through and becomes an objection. So you could do something like, yes, I understand that. Be agreeable all the time. Yes, I understand the price is a lot higher than what you expected, but how about we get started, right? Or come up with a process so you can take it to the next step. As I've said in some other videos, always be closing. Close for the next step and show them how to get started. Right? The other part of the objection, where it is an objection, is you should do this. Go through and make a list of the objections you've had in the past. Try and think back over the last 12 months, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years. Work out what it is. Make a list of those objections. And once you've got a list of those objections, the best thing or the best way to attack those is to future pace them. And what I mean by future pacing them is set up a story that overcomes the objections. So make a list and then build the story that goes with it. And why I say that is it could be something like, people shop around to get quotes. Right? I'm waiting for 3 more quotes to come in. And you build a story to cover that. Yeah, I understand that, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. A lot of people do wait for 2 or 3 quotes to come in, but I understand that, most quotes are going to be the same. The only reason the price would be different, and we see this a lot in the industry, don't blame people, but blame the industry, that people try to leave things out of their quotes. So make sure if you do get in quotes, educate your client. Make sure that if you do get in quotes, make sure that you've got everything covered. With our quote or bid, we've got everything here. It's a fixed price bid. And if anything was to change, that's the only time the price would change. Or if the council or the authorities change anything, that's the only time the price would change. It's a fixed price contract, and we guarantee that this is the price you'll be charged unless you change your mind or the authorities change your mind. So having that story in place, so that's overcoming the objection, but you could actually future pace that up in the front of your sales process. So through your sales process, putting some stories, and people relate to stories. So the story at the front could be, yes, I had a client that, was waiting for 3 quotes to come in. And, what they found was, had these guys that left out quotes. So we had these things. It's pretty rampant in the industry. And so you could talk about how Fred and Mary were doing this thing. And when it comes time and they go, oh yeah, we just want to wait for 3 quotes to come in. You can then reference back to that story. Remember I was talking about Fred and Mary, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? And they're talking about that. I understand that. And I think it's a great idea that you get 3 quotes. But how about we, and then start to move towards the close. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, the tips for overcoming objections is really get the list of what your objections are. Try and build stories with them. Future pace those stories through your sales process so that if it comes up as an objection, you can reference it back to the story and try and move on to the close. So the more time you spend on doing this and the more natural you get at it, when it comes time to sit in front of Mr. and Mrs. Smith and you have this objection come up, if you can pull it out naturally and then get that answer so that they feel confident in you, they're more likely to go ahead with you than wait around for the 3 quotes to come in or the price is too high or whatever the objection is. So simple tips, just to break them down, is firstly, treat all objections as if they're a complaint first. See if you can push through to get to the close. Ask for the close. If you don't ask for the close, you don't have a business. Or you don't have work and you don't have a business. Right? The second thing is list out all your objections and build stories. And what I suggest you do is practice how you're going to replay those stories. Take the time. Spend a little bit of time on this part of the process, because at the end of the day, without this part, you don't make money. So if you'd like some more free tools and tips, go to buildersprofits.com and click on the free stuff. And we'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on this video tip, so please leave a comment below, click the like button and tell your friends. We'll see you in the next Builders Profits TV episode. Bye for now.